Hello Crownies, welcome back to a new vlog. Or not a new, yeah, it's a new vlog, but it's actually just the third part of me being here. As you can see, I'm back home. I survived the big travel going to Germany, the long travel time. I feel good. Yesterday I met my sister and my brother-in-law, also my younger sister, and I spent time with my niece and my nephew, and I'm here now actually 2 days already, or 3 days. Yeah, a lot of people ask me how I am, so it took me some time to say hi to everyone. Today I bought also a new card, a German SIM card, so I'm available. Yeah, I wanted to tell you about my experience with my travel. Also my experience with China Eastern, and some difficulties I had in Manila airport. So I think we should start from the beginning, because in the last vlog yesterday I uploaded, there came questions like why this strange flight connection and why it takes so long, because when they are checking online it's always short travel, and they say I might have a bad connection. The reason is easy. I paid for this flight from Manila over Shanghai with 17-hour waiting time, going to Frankfurt, just in total 300 euro. That's around 15,000 peso. You're gonna see it here now. What I had is time, money for a better connection I could afford, but I stay here now 3 months, and what I have is time while flying. So there were a couple reasons why I took intentionally that connection, and I wanted to make experience with China Eastern, because every time when I check online flights, I see China Eastern all the time, and they have always cheap offers. So I wanted to take the chance and find out how China Eastern as an airline works. And my experience, it's a big spoiler now for later, but it was horrible. So I will not get China Eastern again, or I will not take China Eastern again. But we're gonna talk about this later on. So that's the reason why I took this flight, and in total, from walking outside the door, going to my home place, okay, from my front door in Dawis to my front door here in the house of my parents, I paid in total 380 euro now for one way. What is actually a good price when you compare it actually when you fly with Singapore Airlines back and forth, or when you fly with Emirates. The prices mostly are always over 1,000 euro when you book now for within next week's flying. Okay, of course, when you book now for next year, you can find prices around 800 euro or 700 euro. But when you book now for, let us say, next week or in 1 month, the prices are always around 1,000 euro. So I just paid now 380 from, like I said, from walking outside my door in Dawis until here in Königswinter, Germany, what is actually a really good price. What I wanted to tell you, to let other people know, because I get a lot of messages all the time and comments in our YouTube that there are guys planning to stay for a long period in the Philippines, and this time I made a really bad experience in Manila. So I would like to share this with you, so you don't do the same mistake I did. Actually, it's not a mistake of mine, but I will share it to you. When I made my last extension for my visa here in Panglao, I asked the people who are working there, okay, I have now my visa extension. I wanna leave the country at July 18. My visa goes until July 19. Is there any document necessary except this one? They say, how long you are staying here? I said 8 months. They say, no, it's okay, as long as you stay not longer than 1 year, this is enough. So I said, okay, thank you, fine. Because if the immigration officers are telling me this in Panglao, and they are the professionals, then why I should doubt this? Spoiler, you have to doubt it. So, what happened? I fly to Manila, and before I'm gonna tell you about my visa, there was the first thing what I really hate. I needed to transfer from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1. This is just a side story, no? And my flight, because it was delayed, arrived in Manila at 11. So then, of course, the airplane needs to park. Needs to go in parking position. They need to the walkway. They need to connect to the airplane, and then you need to walk outside. And I went to toilet. So the flight arrived 11, and then it was maybe 11:20. I was outside the airport, and I was looking for the transfer. Because there is a terminal transfer, and based on the internet it's 24 hours. So I arrived there for the first time in Manila. I never did this before, because normally I fly from Cebu, or when I fly to Manila for connection flight, I normally fly with Cebu Pacific, and Cebu Pacific always arrives at Terminal 1. So that was my first time in Manila, arriving at Terminal 2, and it was necessary to change or to switch the terminal. So I used the terminal transfer for the first time. When I went outside, there came directly a guy who said, and he looks really official because he had like a sign here and everything, and he said, where you wanna go? Where you wanna go? And I said, Terminal 1. Okay, I have taxi. And then I said, no, I take the terminal. Okay, this way, sir. And then he followed me to the terminal. And then I saw the station there, and there was sitting a man, but then was calling someone else on the other side of the street. So he came to me, the other man, and the man who brought me to him went away. And also he had like a sign in Manila airport, and then he talked to me, and he said, where you want to go? And I said, I want to go to Terminal 1 with the shuttle service. And then he said, oh sir, the shuttle service is already cut off. And I said, why? In the internet they say 24 hours. Yeah, that was before, now it's not anymore, always just 11. And in the beginning I was believing it, okay, because you need to know in the Philippines, when you research something on the internet, and it really happened in my life already there, especially with marina stuff and with the boat stuff, that really is something what you can read in the internet is not actual anymore. So in the beginning I believed this. So he said to me, I can take you a taxi. And I said, yeah, but I'm really confused, because normally it's 24 hours, that's what they say. And then he said, when is your... Oh, and then I asked him, can I walk to Terminal 1? And then he said, oh sir, it takes 1 hour, because even this car is 20 minutes drive. And then I was confused again, because they said in the internet it's just 5 minutes or 2 minutes drive. And then I got this feeling that he is tricking me. What happened? He asked me by himself, when is your flight going, Terminal 1? And then I said 4 a.m. And then he said, oh my god, sir, you need to be there latest 1 a.m. because you need to be there 3 hours before departure. I said, yes, so what can I do? And then he said, the first bus drives just 4 a.m. And that's the moment where I said, okay, he is a scammer, because he took the same time to tell me that this is the time where the bus starts again. You guys know that was too strange to me. So I said to him, okay, sir, I will go and check first at the counter at the station. So he said, yeah, okay. And then he came with me, and then there was sitting a man, and then I found out that he is the official worker there. So the scammer asked him, when is the next connection to Terminal 1? And then the man said, 11:45 in 15 minutes. And then I said, okay. But and then I said where he is staying there, the scammer. He told me it's cut off 11, and then the man says, no, don't believe, you can sit here, just wait, sir. And I said, okay, how much does it cost? And he said, it's for free. Do you have a connection flight? I say, yeah, here, this is my booking. Okay, then it's for free, sir, just sit and wait. Guys, if ever you arrive in Manila and you need to go to Terminal 1 or to Terminal 2 or Terminal 3, I asked this man, the official worker from this airport service, and he said it's always 24 hours available from Monday to Sunday, and when you have your flight booking, you can use it for free. Okay, guys, so this is the first advice to you. If ever you go to Manila or to the Philippines for the first time, you can use the transfer for free. Okay, and it's 24 hours. Just go to the counter, you ask them, you show them the documents for your booking, you sit, and then you drive. Okay. So this is the first thing what I want to say for all the guys who have plans to go to Philippines for the first time. And now a big advice to the guys who wants to stay longer than 6 months in the Philippines. I went to Terminal 1 and I checked in. Everything was great, so I had some time. I went to the Jollibee and eat some fries, because Jollibee had no burgers available anymore, so I eat chicken nuggets and fries. After that, I went to the security, but before the security, there is, of course, the immigration that you want to leave the Philippines. So I went there, and remember, the guys from immigration office in Panglao told me, as long as you don't stay longer than 1 year, everything is fine. So I brought my visa extension, I brought my passport, and I brought my booking, and I go to the counter. And then she said, hello, and then she started checking my passports and my stamps, and then she said, how long you stay here? And I said, yeah, 8 months now, November 21, I arrived, here's my extensions. And then she said, no sir, do you have this? And then she showed me like a paper, and I said, no, what is that? And then she said, it's called ECC. And then I said, what is that and how can I get this? And then she said, you have to do it in Panglao when you make your extension. And I said, excuse me, ma'am, I go there every 2 months to make my extension. I asked them what I have to do for leaving the country. They said nothing. They said it's okay. Okay, and when this immigration workers in Panglao, the professionals, telling me I don't need any additional documents, then I believe this. So what is this now? And then she said, this is the certificate that you stay longer than 6 months. Every time when you stay longer than 6 months, you need to apply for this. And then she showed me, then you need to make with fingerprint and picture, and I said, I'm sorry, my flight goes in 3 hours or 2 hours. I need to get this airplane. What can I do? And then she said to me, yeah, for this time I will forgive you, because I had a discussion with her, minimum 5 to 10 minutes. And then she said, you need to go to this counter and then you need to pay. And then that's the moment where this problem starts, because it's a little bit complicated. Last time when I came here, I changed my bank account. My dad helped me, there was other reasons I needed to change my bank account. And my new bank account and credit card is here in Germany. So I had no credit card in Germany, so I brought money. So before I went to the immigration, I used peso and changed it to euro because I got an actual cheap exchange fee. So I changed peso to euro, and I had just euro, no credit card, nothing. So what I needed to do is I needed to went outside the security and this immigration departure. I need to went back to this exchanger. So where I changed the money first was closed. So what I did is I asked the guy here, sorry, where is the money exchanger? Because I have euro, I need to change it to peso. And then he'd say to me, I can do it for you, my friend, no problem. That was one of the security guys, the guy who helps you go, who check your passport and boarding card before you can go to the immigration. And then I had 20 euro and I needed 1,500 peso. And 1,200 peso. So I know that 1,500 peso is around 25 euro, okay? So what I did is I said to him, here I have 25 euro, I give you 25 euro and you give me 1,200. And then he said, no sir, that is not enough, no. And then I said, okay, then give me 1,000 peso. And then he said, no sir. And then he said, how much euro do you have? I said, I have no much, I have 50 euro. And then he said, okay, then I give you 1,500 peso and you give me 50 euro. And I said, I'm sorry, sir. When you go to the exchanger with 50 euro, you get over 2,000. You get 2,500. But I want just ask you 1,200 and you want to exchange so high? I said, are you stupid? I was really upset. I was really getting loud because it was really the second scam in just 1 hour, you know. And I said, are you sick? I mean, how you can ask me this? I mean, you go in your internet and check the actual currency, okay, and then you're gonna see that what you are asking me, it's way too high. And then you say, okay, this is my price. If not, then you cannot find a solution because the exchanger is closed and there is no other exchanger. I said, okay, I'm gonna find some exchanger. So in this moment, I met this guy Sander. I told you in the last vlog that we made friends now, because he had also a problem with his extension, okay, with his visa. I don't know what. I don't wanna say. I don't know. So I asked him because he is from Netherlands. So my hope was that he has some peso left from his vacation and he want to change it very cheap to euro. And then he said, no sir, he said, no, sorry, I also have no cash here. So what I did, I went outside and then there was a man. I said to him, sir, I need your help, okay? Can you please tell me where I can find a money exchanger? And then he said, yeah, there is someone, but you need to walk far. And then I said, where is it? Please just let me know. I walk there. So I went outside the airport. I went a long way on the main road and then I found a money exchanger and then I was able to change, listen to me, 25 euro to 1,500 peso. Just imagine, 25 euro, 1,500. So if I would go to this guy from the security, this guy who wants to help me, and I gave him 50 euros so he would get 3k, so he would make double his money. Just for you to know what is going on there when some of the airport workers wants to change your money, okay? Don't do that. So after I got this money, I went back the whole way going to the airport. Yeah, and then I was able to pay this ECC certificate, and then I was finally able to go inside the flying gate. Yeah, and then me and Sander, we became friends. We were talking and talking about Philippines. We fly to China together, and then we arrived in Shanghai. And then we arrived at the terminal in Shanghai, and then after I think 4 hours he had his connection flight to Amsterdam, so we spent time together. And I really hope, Sander, that we're gonna see us again. Really, you have my contact details, so please let me know when you're back in the Philippines. Yeah, and then in Shanghai I just can tell you about that the terminal, it was, to me, it's one of the most boring transit terminals I have ever experienced. And also the staff who work there in this Shanghai terminal is not nice. They are not really polite. There was a funny situation. Sander wanted to, you need to take your passport and then you scan it, and then they make a picture of you, and then the gate opens. Everyone who flight already, who knows that this new system. And the scanner was not able, the scanner doesn't work properly. So Sander was trying to put all their inside and it doesn't work. And then there came a airport worker, a woman, and really, guys, it was like this. She was like, you know, and she took really aggressive his passport, and then she tried to scan, and even she was not able to do it directly. But I just want to tell you this. There was no pressure, there was no people behind us, there was no hectic or no pressure or anything, but she was so upset for no reason. It was, I mean, we laughed about it, but actually it's really not nice, because when this is the first worker you have contact in this airport as a person who fly to Shanghai for the first time, I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but it gives us a bad vibe, you know. It's like a bad taste, you know, because if this is really the first person you meet in a huge airport, in a new culture to you, this is really like it stays in your mind. And then nothing works. I mean, the internet is pretty good, the Wi-Fi is great, I had connection all the time, and you do not need to, like in Singapore, they kick you out automatically after a few hours not using the internet, then you need to reconnect again. But Shanghai, the whole 17 hours, I just needed to get this IP one time, and then every time when I opened my MacBook, it was working immediately and without any problems. But Facebook is blocked, YouTube is blocked, WhatsApp was not working, what was also not working, Instagram was not working, so actually all Western social medias is not able to, you're not able to use, so the internet is actually for nothing, you know. So I was just roaming around there, walking, a little bit sleeping and eating, and then, yeah, then there was the moment where I fly to Frankfurt. I was actually happy when I went to the when I went inside the airplane and I saw that each seat has his own entertainment system, so I was happy already. But not for long, because when the airplane started and I wanted to check the entertainment offer, I realized that they have maybe 15 or 20 movies. Most of them are old and nothing in German, all in English. This is actually okay, but then they gave us these headset, and I plugged the headset inside. So I plugged in the headset so I can enjoy my movie. I was watching Elvis. It's a really good movie. Yeah, and then I was not able to hear anything because this headset, the quality is so bad that I didn't understand any word. So I thought, okay, maybe I have the wrong seat. So my neighbor's seat was free, so I jumped to the next seat, tried it again, and it was the same quality. So then I decided to sleep. So I slept 8 hours. What I need to say, the pro things, okay, what I liked in China Eastern, the the stewardess, I don't know, is it allowed to say stewardess? Because in Germany, flight attendant, let me know what is the political correct word, but you know, the helpers there, the people, I call them stewardess. The steward and stewardess, they was really nice, okay. They made a great service, and you had a lot of free space. The flight was not overbooked. It was actually a lot of seats free. So I had a luxury flight because I had no neighbor next to me. And the space between booth seat lines is also big enough for a big man like me. So this is the plus point I saw. So the people are working in China Eastern are nice, and the space is good. But the entertainment system is worst. The food was not good, and yeah, Shanghai airport for me is, yeah, you guys know what I want to say. So for that reason, it was actually a great experience, because now I know that I will not take China Eastern again. It was just a test for me, so a lot of people ask why I did that, and that's the answer. But I can tell you, because some people will complain now that I complained about Philippines and I complained about China. I can tell you I was also not happy when I arrived in Germany, because this travel was really the most horrible travel I have ever had, because Germany has signs for everything. When you ask a German man, okay, and you drive, for example, a car, we have maybe 200 different signs, okay? And there's always warning signs. It doesn't matter what you do in Germany, there's always signs. Always, everywhere, okay? This, in Germany, we call it non-active communication, okay? And then I arrived at the terminal in Germany, and I needed to transfer to Terminal 1. That was actually pretty good, because they have this terminal train, works pretty great, fine. The problem was the German railroad company, we call it in Germany Deutsche Bahn. Yeah, how can I say it? When you start as this railroad company and you block the the most used traffic line in Germany, okay, the connection from Frankfurt to Cologne, okay, this line of this railroad company is the most used line in Germany, okay, for the fast train. And when you plan this, to do this, okay, that you block this train now, this railroad now, to do maintenance and upgrades and everything, I really ask myself why there is no one in this company, Deutsche Bahn, and thinking about, okay, when the travelers arrive at the airport and they know that the railroad company is close, and we have like buses as a transfer, so instead of driving this train what takes 40 minutes, you need to went to a bus station, and this bus brings you then to your destination. Why they do not think about to build signs or to put signs somewhere, everywhere, what leads the people to the bus station, okay? Because you stay there in front of this, it's the biggest, well, I think it's now the second biggest, or it's the biggest. It's one of the biggest airports in Germany, one of the biggest airports in Europe, okay? And all people who wants to drive this train to get to their final destination, they are staying there and no one explained them where to go. There's no sign. So like all the other people, you start walking to the bus station because there's train station, and you say train station is blocked. So, and they say to you, the railroad company, that they're gonna transport you with bus. So, of course, it's logic for you that you start walking to the bus station. And then then in the bus station, there is staying someone of the company and telling you, no, sir, you are wrong. You need to go back to the train station. Then you say, yeah, but this train station is closed. Yeah, but there is the buses. And then you walk the whole way from the bus station, what is on the complete other side of the airport, running back to the train station. And then when you are in the train station, there is a very small sign with a small map leading you to the to the street behind the train station where the buses are starting. And then I also say to myself, okay, Germany, I mean, you could really think about if over 100,000 or let us say 10,000 people every day arrives at airport Frankfurt, wants to go further with train station, why you just let them walk first to the bus station where is huge signs, bus station, and then on the bus station you you put a person there who leads all people back to the train station. Yeah, guys, that was crazy. It was really crazy. This was an adventure. It was actually, you guys can see I'm laughing about it because it was funny. It was a little bit entertaining. But next time I will go back to the Emirates or to Singapore Airlines because I think this is the way better option when it comes to airlines. And I hope, or my dad told me already, that next time when I fly back and I fly from Frankfurt, my dad will drive me to the airport, so I do not need to use this crazy railroad company here in Germany. And I can tell you, I mean, I would like to ask all the Germans in my vlog, in our vlog here, what they think about Deutsche Bahn. For me, Deutsche Bahn is, or the German railroad company, is one of the biggest. I tell you this the way it is. For me, this company, this German company, is one of the biggest embarrassments in Germany. Because they have so high prices and so bad service. They are never on point. They are always late. Nothing works properly there. And then they want to ask people 50, 60, 70 euro for one train ticket. This is, for me, it's a shame for Germany. I would like to ask you German guys there, let me know in the comments if you're on my side or if you have another opinion about Germany and German railroad company. But I just needed to share this with you because, as you see, I had fun. I had a good time. I had also my adventures in this last 46 hours. It was 46 hours traveling. Yeah. That was all. I hope you enjoyed this little conversation. I see it's over 30 minutes. I'm sorry, but there was a lot of things happen. I wanted to share this with you. Let me know in the comments below what kind of things you like me to do here in Germany. Let me know what things you like me to do here in Germany. If there's anything I can show you, German dishes, German places, what you like to see you doing, what I have to do for you or show you. I can also share something with you. If you have questions about Germany, just let me know, and then I can make a Q&A. But for now, I say thank you for joining me, my adventure back to Germany, and we see us next time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye bye.